L. Jackson echoing Morgan Freeman, now saying, quote, "I think everything right now is geared toward getting that guy out of office, whatever that means. It's not politics. It is not economics. It all boils down pretty much to race. It is a shame." Well, Allen West is a Republican congressman out of Florida. He's the only Republican member of the Congressional Black Caucus, and he's a member of the Tea Party caucus in the House. And, sir, thank you for your time, and good morning to you.
Thanks for having me, Bill. Good morning.
What's Samuel Jackson saying here?
Well, I think Samuel Jackson needs to pay more attention to the upcoming release of the movie Avengers next summer and not getting concerned with the politics and the policies of a failed administration. You know, when Samuel L. Jackson, I guess, disregards the 16.7% unemployment rate in the black community, a 20% unemployment rate for black adult males, and a 45 to 46% unemployment for black teenagers, I think the racism that he is talking about is coming out of the White House and this administration. It's not coming from conservatives such as myself. They're trying to stimulate and set the conditions with the right type of policies that can turn around those numbers of ethnic proportions in the black community.
So he clearly doesn't see it that way. But what you're suggesting is the blame needs to be on the administration for a lack of effectiveness, correct?
That's absolutely right. This is not about a person. It's about policies. It's about policies that fail. It's about a stimulus that failed. It's about a $2 health care law that already is seeing a rise in insurance policy and is failing. So I think that that's where Samuel L. Jackson needs to place his emphasis and his focus, instead of trying to look at the Tea Party as a scapegoat, because the Tea Party is standing on fiscal responsibility, limited government that's constitutionally aligned, and also our free market for enterprise systems, as well as our national security.
You know, we're watching some video here that was taken at some Tea Party events some time ago. What has been your experience at these events?
My experience at those events is that people are looking for individuals, and it's not about color. It is all about your character. It is all about the principles of governance that you promote that will turn around this economic ship of state in the United States of America.
Race is becoming an issue in this campaign already, apparently. And, you know, Herman Cain's bubbling up for whatever reason, you know, a straw poll in Florida where he finished in a commanding first place. All accounts say it had a fairly good debate down there in Florida as well about a week and a half ago. He was asked about race and politics as a Republican just yesterday on Fox. I want you to listen to this.
I believe that as the Republican nominee that I will get a minimum of a third of the black vote, not because I'm black, but because of the solutions I'm putting on the table and the people who are thinking for themselves and considering these solutions. It transcends whatever ethnic group that you might be a part of.
You know, I was curious to know what you think about what he's been saying recently about African Americans. And also, as you comment on that, CBS is out with a poll that shows Herman Cain tied with Mitt Romney at 17% to 17%. You know, what do you make of that and the rise of Herman Cain and how he suggested that, you know, African Americans have gone Democratic for the wrong reasons?
Well, first of all, what you see is obviously Herman Cain that gets a candidate who gets a lot of Tea Party, so that negates what Samuel L. Jackson and Morgan Freeman have talked about. Now, when you look at the black community, probably about 18 to 20% identify themselves as conservatives, so that is a number that has been increasing. Some of the very critical conservative minds out there, Thomas Sowell, Walter Williams, happen to be African American. And I think that what you're seeing with Herman Cain is someone that is against the tide. He is not a career politician. He is coming forth with common sense solutions to what is happening in our country as far as our economic situation and turning things around as far as setting the conditions for job growth in this country. I'd like to see him speak a little bit stronger on national security, because I think we cannot lose focus on that.
Are you surprised at all what Herman Cain's doing?
No, I'm not surprised, because I think that this is a wide open field, and Americans and conservatives and people on the Republican side are going to judge individuals based upon the message that they can present that will turn things around in this country. Because as we said, the president admitted on Sunday that people aren't as good off as they were 4 years ago, and I think that's directly attributable to some of the failed policies he's put forth.
Sir, thank you for your time, and I look forward to talking to you again about not just this, but also what's happening in our country and what you're doing out there.
Right.
Okay, Allen West, thank you for your time.